Three of us?
Welcome back to He's House, where we do a little bit of everything all the time, and it usually turns out right. This time, we're visiting the school of Manada, and we're doing well. We've visited 4 schools on this trip so far, who's provided clean access to over 10,000 people, several thousand children, and a couple health clinics. And before that, they had water from rivers, which caused dysentery. One of the health clinics said they reduced the rate of dysentery by 90%, which is incredible. This is David from
World Serve International.
Yeah. And this is Nate Boyer from Water Boys as well.
What's up?
How you doing?
Yeah, it's awesome to be here. I mean, being around the kids especially, they're just extremely grateful for anything. Just your time, honestly, being here, it means a lot to them, but much more than that, and the reason we're here is, access to clean water and opportunities. Water is life. Maji ni Uhai is a saying in Swahili that they say here, and it sort of literally trickles down to everything else. When you have clean water, you can thrive as a community, and everybody sort of comes together, and not only for health, but just, like I said, thriving and your life literally being transformed because of access to that, which we take for granted in the States, but they're digging sometimes 1,000 feet down to find it here. But it's absolutely necessary, so please help us out.
Yeah, and even these kids that you hear in the background or see in the background running too. I mean, like you said, he was saying that, people missing school or missing whatever it is because of dysentery, things like diarrhea, which are uncomfortable to us in the U.S., literally kills children, they're the most susceptible to that, and so kids are missing school all the time because of it. So when there's access to clean water, then all of a sudden these kids are able to be in school, get a better education beyond just what their normal going to school would be, which is usually about a 6th grade level. So just that opportunity for them, and then what can be done off of the clean water as well, such as farming projects, so these kids have good meals to eat as well, because that's also important nutrition when it comes to growth of brain development and just growing in general. So water is a huge thing, and once you have water, we say water first, then healthcare, food growth, education, all those things come along with it. There's a statistic that's really interesting, but every dollar that's invested in water, they say has a $7 return on an investment back into the community. And you're seeing these kids are part of that as well, because even through their education, they'll end up giving back to their community someday themselves. So education is so important because it's not impacting just Tanzania or just this nation or just this community, but generations. So it's a really neat aspect of it.
Thank you, guys. I just appreciate it. Definitely give what you can, even if it's just $1. $7 going back to these communities. But if you're able to give more, please do. And yeah, support World Serve, support Water Boys, support these people. They deserve it. Many of us were lucky to be born when we were born, and this is a beautiful country with incredible people, and they're just not as lucky as us in some ways. But we have the opportunity to help change that and sort of, use the opportunities we've been provided with to help others. I think it's a responsibility for all of us to do something. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.